You're welcome once again to I Have a Concern, where we are looking at contemporary issues of life. And in today's program, we'll be looking at part A of what we consider gambling, the dangers of gambling, why gamblers are rarely successful, and how to avoid the temptation of gambling. So we'll be starting this hour by saying that gambling, whether through what we used to know in those days as pool house, where you see the door blind, the curtain is usually tattered. You enter in and you see that the bench are not well arranged, and you see old stock of papers where X have been marked all over. And then you enter into such a place, put in your money and collect these papers and begin to mark X for your life. And you think that something reasonable will come out of that. My dear, I come to tell you that such X's that you mark for your life can never be correct. And so this day, I want you to realize that there is always a danger when you go into pool house, when you go into lottery, when you go into betting, when you go into card games or sport staking. My dear, the fact is that you are risking money and uncertain outcomes for the hope that you are going to win. You know, they happen like that. And so you need to be careful. Now, in those days, now you can never see a pool house with proper door blind. And so that tells you, even though it has been modernized today, Papa Ijebu here, pool house, Bet Niger, and all of this, you are wasting away your life. What actually happened is that gambling hardly will make you to become successful. Because why? It is the work of lazy people, and such from that profits hardly come. So, in a free market society like Nigeria, where economic hardship often is driven by people who seek quick, quick money, gambling has become a growing trap, especially among the youths, and even some Christians dabble into these things. My dear, it does not work like that. So while it may look harmless, gambling carries deep spiritual, psychological, and financial dangers that ruins lives and destroy families. I've seen families that have been destroyed through gambling because they continue to mark X for their life. They mark wrong for their lives instead of marking right, and at the end of the day, they go down the drain. Now, the dangers of gambling could be seen as that it promotes greed and covetousness. Gambling thrives on the desire to get rich quickly without hard work. You need to work hard. But the Bible, what does the Bible say? The Bible warns that haste to make rich shall make one not to be innocent. You can get this in the book of Proverbs chapter 28 and verse number 20. So as you are struggling to make hasty money, as you are struggling to make sure that you make it fast, not with hard work, not with what you can do, but by going to pool houses, by going to Bet Niger, Papa Ijebu here and there, my dear, you are wasting away your life. All that you need to do, because the scripture is even telling us that for the love of money is the root of all evil. First Timothy chapter 6, verse number 10. Not that money is not good. Of course, the Bible says money answered all things. But by the time you want to make it fast, quick, you jump into diverse evils, temptations, and so on. Gambling fuels the very attitude that scripture condemns, that is loving money more than righteousness. And if you love money more than righteousness, then you know that you are not a child of God. I'd like to say also that gambling leads to addiction and loss of self-control. Many gamblers start with small stakes but end up addicted, always chasing the next win. Of course, Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. The scripture in that place is saying, he that had no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without words. So, addiction erodes discipline, time management, and moral stability. I come by to warn you that it is not the best thing to do. Look for something reasonable in your life to do, and then God will add his blessings to it. May God bless you as you do so. Till we come your way again in part two of the dangers of gambling. Kindly strike the like button, hit the share button, and also subscribe to this channel. I have a concern where we are looking at contemporary issues of life. Till I come your way again, stay tuned and God bless you.